we go back. Here's the important thing you need to think about, okay? You need to eliminate a hip hinge, which moves the gun, all right? For example, if I'm moving forward, if I'm drawing forward, right? Watch what happens if I move my lead leg forward, right? As I come up and I move, right? That happens. I move this leg first, hip hinge, gun's not in the same place. If I move this leg first, the gun stays straight up and down, making my grip more consistent, okay? Now, here's the thing. When we do this, right, we don't have to take long steps. We don't have to pull or pick trigger on every step. If the dot is there, and since we're up close, what kind of sight confirmation are we looking at? Violent. What's trigger manipulation? What does our grip need to be? Solid and fucking, well, not perfect, but solid, okay? And we let it go. I don't care how many steps you take, okay? So I'm going to demo this for you first, right? The standard for this and the elite standards is 199, right? We're just going to give this experiment to throw it in to give you guys some ideas. I will try to immediately go for that 199, okay? Cool. All right, and I'm going to be high thoracic. Why? If the target's that close to me, I don't know if it's a hands problem or a gun problem, so I have the hands up, okay? Here we go. So, okay.
Shooter ready. Stand by.
Okay, a little slow. Go ahead.
209.
209. Can you read through the stuff?
Yes, sir.
Oh, do you have to do it on that?
Yep.
Yeah. So draw 115. For me at that, slow, right? For some reason, man, it's kind of slippery, and for whatever reason, I'm confirming my grip a little bit too long, but that's okay. I don't want to have a shitty grip as I go. The grip is the most important part. So for me, slow, over confirming my grip is 115. Right? Because I have that surplus of skill. Splits, 21, 18, 18, 19, 18. Right? So if I want to get below 199, what do I got to work on? Not my splits, on my draw on that particular one. Okay? Cool. Let me try that for you one more time.
Stand by.
There we go.
187.
Okay. Well, watch how far. Right? I did what, 2, 3 steps. That's all I did. All I'm making sure is I'm getting that violent one. I'm not going 1, 2. Don't do that shit, all right? Let's work through that. So, draw 93. Picked it up right there. Splits 20, 18, 17, 21, 18. Easy day. Make sense? Cool. Awesome. All right. So let's dry fire this first to make sure we got the components. Good. All right. Now we're going to go hot. Partners, do me a favor. Stand right on the 5 yard. If your partner starts to go beyond that, put your hand up so it doesn't go past you so everyone's nice and even, okay? Here we go. Going up. Stand by. Stand by. Dry. 4 steps. Relay 1, stand on the 5 yard line.
Jump.
Times.
Ooh, the exhaust coming off that barrel is fierce. Your compensator, man.
So you were just saying the first time your foot touches, I think you said you should have your gun out coming out.
Okay.
So,
Aye.
so
Donovan Moore standard, you have to be moving while you pull the trigger, right? So if you do this and then move and fire, that's fine, but you're not going to pick up any time. You'll probably be slower because you're doing 2 things instead of 1 thing. That makes sense, right? Probably never done this before, so it's kind of weird. And so you're just coordinating, right, what you're doing and thinking of what is more efficient. So we learn how to do it statically. Now we add some difficulty and dynamism, right, to it, so that you can calibrate even better, so the other stuff becomes even easier. Cool? Makes sense? All right, guys. Thank you for keeping an open mind. thank you for being safe and not pointing guns at me. I mean, show up at 8:30. That means everything on, kitted up, ready to go, so we can get you shooting right at 8:30. First, we'll talk about dots, right? Then we'll get into some other stuff, right? Shooting up close, destroying myths, yada, yada, yada. It's going to be a good time, okay? Cool, awesome. Who are my guys that are shooting for the black belt patch? Raise your hand. So 1, 2, 3.